I'm going to talk about something underappreciated that we get on the show too, and it's the art of busting chops. It's a classic art that you do amongst friends, sometimes amongst colleagues. Specifically, one of the lost facets of this art, and that is the prank phone call. Now, there was a time growing up when you had your Jerky Boys and your Crank Yankers and Jim Florentine, Richard and Sal and Howard, obviously legends like Jenks, of course, gets Dan Patrick to take a phone call from Steve Bartman. I mean, it's a legendary art that has really fallen off because of the introduction of caller ID, and it just changed the game. You used to pick up the phone and dial 7-number phone numbers, not even an area code.
Nobody's answering a prank call.
No, now it's just you have Dr. Pepper in a can, refrigerator running, all that. It was a great form of humor. Well, it might be back, and someone who I know appreciates the classics is the man John Dorsey, who is the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. And as it turns out, the Colts had this incredible video of their war room during the draft, and they were just nailing it. It was Reich and Ballard. It was really cool. Well, there's a part of it that was fantastic, where apparently every year, John Dorsey, of all people, has a little tradition with Chris Ballard.
I'm working. Dorsey, John, so John's, look, John's like a brother. Every year during draft day, when we get on the pick, I usually get this call from Dorsey. And I always know if it's on the pick that it's usually he's joking and trying to get me riled up, during the middle of trying to make a decision.
See, that's fantastic. That's the friends. You call them in the middle of the draft. And it's funny because this year, Dorsey, didn't have a lot to do, in the first. Last year, he had a lot going on. This year, I just wonder, when he was getting used to it, Ballard, before he would hang up, was there a banter? Yeah, we want to make a trade for this guy, close off, Oliver, close off. And then Ballard goes, guys, what do we know about Oliver close off? It's a whole Moe's Tavern bit. The fact that he still calls him. And how about Ballard? I'm working. I know who it is.
With the
Shut up,
right
John.
there.
And John still does it every single. Just when we thought we couldn't love John Dorsey anymore, calls the GM of the year Ballard, and is with as stupid as his refrigerator running
on his work phone.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So is this a future segment on the show where you prank call people?
Yeah.
Pull a Kyle's Tavern Simpsons.
I would love to. I got years of experience. I used to call them all the time. You call the drugstore, and I can't really say what I said on the air, but yeah, it's funny. You say funny stuff.